Folks, hi, this is it. This is the one. Sourdough, 7 hours 30, 8 hours. You can still do stuff. Don't get nerdy. Don't overtouch, but get organized in the evening. And what I mean by that, the most important thing is this is the starter I fed last evening, yesterday evening, 9:30 in the evening. I reactivated it with 200 mils of very strong flour and 200 mils of water, grams of flour, sorry, and 200 mils of water, right? It's just come off. If I smell it, it smells of yeast, okay? You've got to get your starter super active and just coming off. So I fed this at 9:30 in the evening, all right? And I use it every day just about, so it's very active, okay? Very important that. In here, there's 500 grams of very strong wholemeal flour, 500 grams of very strong white flour. Don't use strong flour, very strong flour, okay? Here, 780 mils of warm water, right? It's warm. If it's too cold, you're not going to get 8 hours. So have 780 mils of warm water. Here is the salty bit, 40 mils of water with 24 grams of sea salt, okay? Which you're going to add later on. So the total water is 820 mils, all right? That's what you need to do. Now what I'm now going to do is add 375 mils of this into the water to form a nice little fluid to add to the flour, okay? So repeat that if you have to, but that's what you need to do. Warm water and get this activated. Right, folks, so I've added 375 mils of the starter into the water, and if I smell that, you're not going to see my face, right? That smells a beery smell, okay? That's what it is. So I'm now going to add that into the flour, give it a good mix with my hand, and I'll show you what it looks like initially, okay? So I've added it in, that's what it looks like, and you can see I'm just pulling and mixing, pulling and mixing, and already I can feel, because it's very strong flour, things happening, all right? But I am making sure the water's fully incorporated, and I'll probably scrape the bowl off and tidy it, etc. But there's nothing more you can do now, and what you need to do is do absolutely nothing. And remember what I said, the whole point about this is you don't want to be strapped to the kitchen. So I hope you can see now, this is fully incorporated, okay? It's sticky, yes. I'm now going to leave it for an hour, because what I'm now going to do is just cover it with a tea towel, do a bit of yoga, a bit of meditation before the day really does begin, okay? Then we'll add the salt, then we start working it. But honestly, most of the time, you don't do very much, okay? But you've got to allow the gluten to form. Without the salt, the gluten will form. When you add the salt, it tightens it up. And I'll show you what I mean by that. But even here, you can see something's happening already because it's very strong flour. Not strong flour, very strong flour. All right? Okay, there you go. So water's done and it's starting to work already. Things are starting to happen. Okay, people, done a little bit of yoga. It's now, this is the whole point, it's now 10 to 9. We started this at 7:30. Here it is now, all right? Not done very much. The water's been absorbed. What does it look like? Well, you can see it feels gluey, obviously, all right? And I'm just demonstrating. It's a little bit tighter. I can feel the gluten formed, but of course I haven't added the salt. And you can see it's leaving the bowl. And I can feel the air being developed, okay? So that's fine. But now I'm going to add the water and salt, all right? So watch what I do. And don't panic. It's a bit of a long clip, this one, okay? I get the water, I don't just pour it in. Grab some in my fingers and dent it in like that, okay? More. And don't worry, don't panic. You add any more flour now, I will never speak to you again. Okay, and what happens is I can feel the gluten starting to tighten up, all right? I can see it straight away, all right? And don't worry, we're now going to spend not much time initially folding it all in. So you think, oh, I've made a mess of this. Things aren't going to happen, but things happen over the next hour and a half, okay? If I left this, it would just absorb, but watch. Fold, 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 and then watch what I do. Under, and just kind of very gently massage some of that water in. You can't keep on going with this because it ain't going to let you do it, but you just allow things to happen, and all of a sudden we've got something that feels a little bit more alive, and I can feel things happening, and you can actually see the skin of the gluten starting to form, okay? So it's a very important stage, and it's just ripped there, which means I'm going to leave it alone. It's a bit sticky, it will do. I'm going to leave it now for 20 minutes and come back and do exactly the same thing. Bit of work, another 20 minutes. We'll record it and we'll just see how it happens, what happens over the next hour and a half. If anything, this is where you probably work at home and just keep on doing this bit, all right? But you've got to allow the water to absorb, and actually after this little bit of stretch and fold, it's a home run, okay? There you go. Okay, so this is the second time we're going to look at this with the salt. So you can see it's flattened out a bit. Watch what I do with my hands. Pick it up, turn it over, pick it up, folding it in. It's still wet, it's still there, but then watch what I do. Lift it up, kind of roll it around a little bit, knead it in. I've seen this being done. And you know what? It's already feeling a little bit better, a little bit tight. It's still wet, but I hope you can see that I'm just turning it around a few times, and I can feel already this is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. You can see that, right? And I can also see little bubbles forming, which suggests to me that I'm just turning it around. You can see that it's getting active, and I can see it here, the bubbles there. You can't see that, but I can see that, okay? Now I'll do one more after this and leave it again. So that's just twice I've done this, and the time is 9:15, so 1 hour and 3/4, and it's split. See that? So the gluten's tightening up, but not quite, so we leave it, boom. All right, that's it. Okay, folks, this is the third time, so I'm doing this, stage by stage. It's starting to bulk out in volume, I can see that, all right? I'm gonna just dampen my hands very slightly. Dampen them, don't wet them, right? And let's just see what's happening now. The time is nearly 9:45, so 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 2 hours, 15 minutes. Watch what I do again. It's the same, you can see it's very stretchy now. Folding, stretching, stretching, and then what I do, I pick it up and roll it. That's much better, okay? I can feel it straight away. The water is almost fully absorbed. I can feel the air, it's very light, if you like, and I'm rolling, turning, picking up, and I think 2 more times will probably be ready. Just about tall there, so I'm going to leave it there, but I hope you can see that's what it looks like after 3. Okay, we're just trying to incorporate the salt and stuff into there, but only 2 hours, 15 minutes, okay? So it's no black art, this. You just need a very active starter and warm water with good flour, and you're going to be okay. And it's a little bit sticky, that's all. All right? So this is the 4th time. 10:15, 7:30, 8:30, so not even 3 hours in. So I can see it start, you can see it's bulking out from last time. Watch what I do this time. Hands are damp, not wet. I go under, I pull it up, and fold. Under, pull it up and fold, and we're just about there. I can feel it now. And you will feel it too, and I'm just doing what I normally do. Turn it, roll it a little bit, turn it, roll it a little bit. I'm going to do once more, okay? And then I'm going to leave it, and then I might just go out for a barefoot little runny thing, do some yoga outside, whatever's. I've been working as well, by the way, and I hope you can see now, I hope you can really see, that's a tight ball. All the water and salt's been absorbed, everything is there. I'm going to do one more, and I'll leave it to cover and double in size, you know, and we'll be baking this by about maybe 2:30. Okay, so there you go. It's not difficult. Okay, 3 hours in. I did promise under 8 hours, didn't I? So there it is. I've left it 15 minutes. I've finished off, done me bits. You can see it's accelerating here, all right? That warm water and yeast is going, all right? So one more time. Watch what I do, because I'm going to leave it now. Okay, hands are damp, not wet. Watch, underneath. Oh, wow, pick it up. Turn it, underneath. Pick it up, turn it. I saw that done actually in some French one. And then I'm going to just do a couple of these. 1, 2, I think we're there, and 3. Now, that's it, okay? That's it. So it's 10:30. I'm going to cover it. I'm now going to leave it. I'm going to grab a shower, get ready, tootle down to the beach, do some biz. 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. I'll shape it maybe 1 o'clock, whatever time it is, and then we'll talk about the next steps. I've got the things ready as well, all right? The baskets ready. Use ground rice flour. Don't use normal flour, because the water from here will make the gluten in there sticky again, so it'll stick. So you've got to use rice flour so it doesn't stick. Okay, the shaping for me is my own way of doing it, all right? Recognize the old tea towel, okay? So hopefully by now, 3 hours in, you're thinking, this is okay, I can cope with this, and you've got time to go outside now. Awesome. Hey folks, it's now 1:45. So what's that? 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. That's 5 hours, 15 minutes. Okay, I've been on the beach, barefoot stuff, bit of yoga again, did me work in the morning, Right, that's definitely doubled in size, okay? Know the weight of your bowl, all right? So I'm gonna do it once more, this thing, all right? So that, oh blimey, you can feel that. So it's very, very sticky, but that's okay, it'll get better. Come around, turn it around, and I can feel that gluten. It's a bit sticky because my hands were a little bit not wet enough, but you can feel it there, okay? So that is now ready for shaping, okay? I just did it once because actually I need to pull it out and weigh the bowl again because I've forgotten what the weight of the bowl is, all right? If you try and do that without doing that, it'll be quite tricky. So make sure you know the weight of the bowl. I'm then going to take this out and divide it into 2 for shaping. Please make sure to weigh it out properly, all right? Don't do it by eye, because 50 to 100 grams will make a difference, all right? So I'm gonna have a quick cup of coffee, let that settle down a bit, and then come back and show you how I shape, all right? Okay, folks, that was 1,080 grams is here, 1,080 grams in the bowl. The bowls are ready. This is what I do. Might wet my hands a little bit, okay? It's bit of a cheat's way. So, stretch, 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 fold it over, and then do exactly what I did in the bowl. And then all I do, honestly, there it is tight, is I drag, turn, drag, turn, drag, turn, and I keep turning and dragging, turning. Now I saw this in the video in Malaysia, and that's all they did, was just drag and turn, drag and turn, drag and turn, drag and turn. All right, so there you go, that'll do. There it is. Pop it into there. Give it a bit of a shake to cover it with rice flour. Put it in the fridge for about an hour, hour and a bit. And I need to feel a little bit of the bit of rice flour on top. Okay. There you go. And you can see it's bouncing up nicely. All right, so it's ready to go, really, but I'll put it in the fridge to cool down a bit. Okay? Right, do you want me to do that again? You can do it in a bowl, so watch on the bowl. Right, fold it up, fold it in half, turn it around, fold it, wrap it around, turn it around, wrap it around, take it off the bowl, put it on the side, and drag and turn, drag and turn, drag and turn. You're just creating tension, that's all you're doing. Okay, it's the dragging and turning is the key. There you go. I mean, who's going to complain about that, for crying out loud, okay? So there you go, put that into the other bowl, boom, same again. Leave it for an hour, all right? That's it, 10 to 1. Okay, folks, it's had 1 hour. It's now 2 o'clock. We're going to beat the record here. And it's springing off. It's not sticking on there. I have little circles of baking parchment. I do that. I get a casserole dish. This is my Dutch oven. Turn it upside down. Give it a bit of a shake. I don't want the... I'm not even going to slash it. So it's now in there. This is my Dutch oven. Okay. Get the lid. Now, I do this cold. The oven is cold when I put that in. Then I full blast the oven 30 minutes. That's the thing that I don't know is your oven and how it behaves. I've just got used to putting this bread in cold oven, then turn the oven on. 30 minutes, lid on, 30 minutes, lid off. You'll look at it with 30 minutes lid off just to see how it's risen. That's going to rise, okay? I'm not going to slash it, can't be bothered today. All right? So there's another loaf, but it's exactly the same principle. Okay? So this is your Dutch oven. There it goes. Into the oven. Oven on, full whack, boom. Right, folks, 30 minutes, 25 to 3. I'm filling a little bit of water because I'm going to throw this into the oven. So the lid is going to be off. I'll do it very quickly. It's pushing the oven now. It's cracking. Get in. Here it comes. Here's number 1. Look, it's cracking. It's pushing out the thing. There it is. Okay. Now don't tell me that's not good to go. That's 1. Here's the other one coming out. 30 minutes exactly. It's cracking, which is good. Give it a shake. There's number 2. Okay. Throw the water in as well. Give it a bit more steam. 30 minutes done. Bang. Finished. Good. Next time you'll see it done. 30 minutes. Okay, folks. It's now 10 past 3. Not 8 hours, but 7 hours and 40 minutes. Wow. So out it comes.
Oven gloves, obviously.
Do I have to tell you? Looks completely fine. I didn't slash it, remember. Taking the thing off. Definitely done. On the wire rack. Now, please do not cut that until it's completely cold. It's still baking inside there, all right? And that's ready to go. Nice little boule, easy done, job done. Keep the disc, it's completely fine. Extremely hot this, obviously, and I'll pull the other one out as well. And the crumb will look something like that. Okay, I can guarantee it. It's exactly the same what I did. This one I did slash, but obviously the one I haven't done. Okay, and that's it for you, all right? Any questions,
come to me. I'm not a professional baker. I just do it because I love it, and it's actually much better for my gut than the other crap. All right, okay. Take care, people.